Most women never get told. When a man really wants you, you won't have to chase him, decode his mixed signals, or wonder what he's thinking. You'll feel it. Not through grand gestures, not through expensive dinners, not even through poetic words, but through the small, almost invisible things he does when no one's watching. It's in the way his eyes soften when you walk into the room, the way his voice changes, lower, warmer, when he says your name, the way he tries to remember your favorite coffee order or that random story you told him weeks ago. He notices because to him, you are not background noise. You're the main melody he can't get out of his head. See, when a man truly wants you, he doesn't just want your body. He wants your energy, your laughter, your chaos, your calm. He becomes curious about your world, the books you read, the people you trust, the things that make you come alive. He wants to understand you because somewhere deep down, he's already imagining what it would feel like to be the man who truly gets you. And yet, most women miss these signs because instead of watching what a man does, they listen to what he says. Words can be sweet, but actions, they're honest. A man might tell 10 different women the same flattering thing, but the way he shows up for the one he truly wants, that's impossible to fake. So I want you to stay with me till the very end of this video because I'm going to break down the real psychology behind how men act when they're genuinely interested. By the time we're done, you'll never have to wonder again if he's just flirting or if he's falling. Because here's the truth, if a man wants you, you won't be confused. You'll feel secure, you'll feel chosen, and you'll know not from what he says, but from the way he quietly proves it. Every single day, let's get something straight. When a man truly wants you, he doesn't make excuses, he makes space. And I'm not just talking about time on his calendar. I'm talking about emotional space, the kind that says you matter to me even when life is chaotic. Because here's the truth, every man is busy. He's busy with work, friends, gym, deadlines, and 100 other distractions. But when he genuinely wants a woman, somehow he finds a way to make her part of his world. You'll notice it in small, consistent gestures. Maybe it's a good morning text before his first meeting. Maybe it's a quick call after a long day just to hear your voice. Maybe it's how he remembers to check on that thing you said you were nervous about, your presentation, your mom's doctor appointment, that job interview you didn't even think he'd remember. Men don't do that for everyone. When he does it for you, it's because you've taken up residence in his thoughts and he's okay with that. That's what creating space really means. It's when you don't have to fight for his attention because he offers it. It's when he stops seeing time with you as a favor and starts seeing it as the highlight of his day. Now, let's go a little deeper into the psychology. When a man is serious about you, his actions shift from impulse to intention. He stops being reactive and starts being thoughtful. He plans, he remembers, he follows through. Because wanting someone casually is easy, but prioritizing them requires emotional effort, and that effort always reveals his true interest. You'll see it in how he handles his schedule. Even if he's traveling, working late, or buried in responsibilities, he'll find pockets of presence. That 5-minute voice note before bed, that's not random. That's him saying, I'm still thinking about you. Ladies, here's what most women get wrong. They confuse attention with availability. Just because a man texts a lot doesn't mean he's truly present. But when a man creates space for you, mentally, emotionally, and practically, that's when he's investing. That's when he's saying, without words, you're becoming part of my life story. Let's make this real with a little story. Imagine this, it's late, you're curled up on your couch, scrolling through messages. He hasn't texted all day. A little part of you starts to wonder, is he losing interest? Then suddenly, your phone buzzes. It's him. Hey, I know I've been slammed today, but I wanted to hear your voice before I crashed. It's not about how long the call lasts. It's about what that small moment means. He didn't call because he had nothing else to do. He called because he chose to. That's the difference between a man who's curious about you and a man who's connecting with you. And listen, when a man is truly into you, you won't feel like an afterthought. You'll feel like a priority he protects, even in the busiest chapters of his life. Because when a man truly wants you, he starts to reorganize his world, not to lose himself, but to make space for both of you to exist in it. So if you ever find yourself wondering, is he too busy or just not that into me? Remember this, a man who wants you will never be too busy to show it. He'll make time, not excuses. He'll make effort, not promises. And when he creates that space for you, trust me, you'll feel it. Not in his words, but in his consistency. Because time is never the problem. Priority is. Have you ever caught a man looking at you, that slow, thoughtful look that lingers just a second too long? The kind that makes your heart skip and your mind wander? What was that? That right there, that's where truth hides, because before a man ever says, I want you, his eyes will tell the story. See, men aren't as complicated as we think. They might guard their words, they might play it cool, but their body, especially their eyes, will always betray what's really happening inside. When a man truly wants you, he studies you almost subconsciously. He's memorizing the rhythm of your laugh, the little quirks you don't even know you have, the way you bite your lip when you're thinking. His gaze softens, but it also sharpens. It's not a stare of possession. It's curiosity mixed with admiration. He's not just looking at you. He's absorbing you. Because attraction, real attraction, is quiet. It doesn't always announce itself with compliments or flirty lines. Sometimes it's that wordless pause when your eyes meet and both of you forget just for a second what you were talking about. Ladies, listen carefully. A man's eyes can reveal his intention long before his words catch up. When he's into you, you'll feel it in the energy that passes between you. It's electric but comforting. It's magnetic but calm. It's not lust alone. It's something deeper. He's not just imagining what it's like to touch you. He's imagining what it's like to know you. That's the kind of desire that has depth. Not every look means something, and that's where your intuition comes in. When a man just wants attention, his eyes will wander. You'll feel it. It's shallow, momentary, like a spark that dies too quickly. But when he truly wants you, the energy is different. His gaze is patient. It's focused. It's not rushing to get somewhere. It's simply there, content to stay in that moment with you. You'll notice it in conversation too. He's not scrolling his phone, not distracted. His eyes stay locked on yours because your presence demands it, and he loves that it does. And if you pay attention, you'll see the other signs too. He leans in a little closer when you talk. His pupils dilate. He mirrors your movements, unconsciously matching your rhythm, your energy, your tone. Those are all micro signals of deep attraction. But let me tell you the most powerful part when a man truly wants you. His gaze isn't just about you now, it's about what could be. He's looking at you and imagining how you'd fit into his world. He's seeing not just your beauty, but your essence, the softness, the confidence, the light you carry. And sometimes that silent connection, that unspoken chemistry says more than 1,000 words ever could. Here's what I want you to remember. If you have to wonder whether a man likes you, look at his eyes, not his texts. Look at how present he is when you're near. Look at the way he notices you when you're not trying to impress him. Because when a man is emotionally drawn to you, he doesn't just look, he sees. And there's a difference between being looked at and being seen. The first flatters your ego. The second touches your soul. So the next time your eyes meet his across the room and you feel that tiny shiver of something real, don't overthink it. That's chemistry, that's connection. That's a man's truth showing itself before he's even found the words to say it. Let's talk about something powerful, that quiet, grounded energy a man gives off when he wants to make sure you're okay. Not in a controlling way, but in that steady, reassuring way that makes you feel safe without ever making you feel small. When a man truly wants you, he doesn't try to own you. He tries to honor you. There's a huge difference. You can feel it in how he looks out for you. It might be as simple as walking you to your car, checking that you got home safely, or standing just a little closer when the crowd gets too loud. Those tiny gestures aren't about dominance. They're about care. It's his way of saying, I've got you. Because here's the truth, men are natural protectors when they genuinely care. But the healthy kind of protection doesn't come from ego. It comes from respect. He's not trying to control your choices. He's trying to make sure you're comfortable making them. Think about it. When a man is possessive, his energy feels heavy. It makes you shrink, second guess, apologize. But when a man is protective, his energy makes you stand taller. It reminds you that you're supported, that you're not alone in the world. And ladies, that's the key distinction. A man who wants you will never clip your wings just to keep you close. He'll build you a sky big enough to fly in, then knowing that if you choose to come back, it's because you want to, not because you're trapped. Here's an example. Imagine you tell him you're going on a weekend trip with your girlfriends. A possessive man might question it, get defensive, or guilt trip you. But a protective man, he'll smile, help you pack, and say, text me when you land, okay? He's still attentive, but his care empowers you. It doesn't limit you. That's what genuine masculine energy looks like when it's rooted in confidence, not fear. He's secure enough to know that protecting you doesn't mean containing you. It means cherishing you. You'll also notice it emotionally. He checks in when you're stressed. He listens when something's bothering you instead of trying to fix it right away. He's tuned in, present, aware. That's a man whose protective side is connected to his empathy, and you'll feel it in your body, in your heart. When a man like that is around, there's a calmness in his presence. You breathe easier, you feel softer yet stronger, because his protection isn't about walls, it's about peace. Now, here's something important. Don't confuse chaos with passion. Some women mistake possessiveness for love because it feels intense. But real love isn't supposed to feel like walking on eggshells. It's supposed to feel like exhaling after holding your breath too long. So if he's truly into you, he'll protect your emotional space as much as your physical one. He won't raise his voice to win an argument. He won't play games to keep control. He'll create safety because he knows that's the soil where real intimacy grows. When a man wants you, he doesn't cage you. He builds a world around you where you can both breathe. And that's when you'll know this isn't just attraction. This is respect. This is care. This is what it feels like to be wanted and safe at the same time. Let's get real for a moment. Men are notoriously private creatures. They often carry walls around their hearts. And opening up doesn't come easily. But here's the thing, when a man truly wants you, he starts to break those walls down, and often in the most unexpected ways. You'll notice it slowly at first. Maybe he shares a childhood memory that makes him laugh or makes him uncomfortable. Maybe he tells you something about his family, a fear, or a dream he's never spoken to anyone else about. At first, it feels subtle, almost accidental, but it's intentional. He's testing the waters, seeing if he can trust you with the pieces of himself he usually keeps hidden. Why does this matter? Because vulnerability is the ultimate sign of desire. A man can flirt, he can tease, he can pursue, but opening his heart, that's different. That's intimacy. And he doesn't do it lightly. He doesn't open up to someone he doesn't see as special. Here's the truth. Men show love through trust, not words. When he tells you something personal, he's saying, I trust you with me. I see something in you that I can't hide from. And that trust is magnetic. It creates a bond that's far deeper than anything superficial, deeper than looks, deeper than chemistry. You'll also notice that the topics he shares often come from moments that matter to him. He's letting you into his world, his emotional landscape. He'll speak about his ambitions, what keeps him awake at night, or even small victories he's proud of. That's his way of giving you a front row seat to his life, and it's a gift he doesn't give lightly. Here's the beauty of this sign. It's subtle but powerful. You might catch yourself thinking, wow, he never tells anyone that. And that's exactly the point. He doesn't need to say, I like you, because his vulnerability is doing the talking. Every story he shares, every fear he voices is a silent, unspoken, yet unmistakable way of saying, I care about you more than anyone else. And it's not just about words. You'll notice how he acts after he shares something personal. He's more attentive to your reactions, more mindful of your feelings, more protective of your emotional space. That's because once he opens up, he's aware of the responsibility that comes with it. He doesn't take your trust for granted. Ladies, here's the secret most women missed when a man opens up. It's a direct reflection of how much he wants more than just a casual connection. He's imagining a future where you're part of his life, and he's testing whether you can handle his full truth. And the more he shares, the more invested he becomes, because vulnerability begets connection, and connection begets desire. So if you find yourself leaning in, listening carefully, feeling that quiet, magnetic pull as he speaks about things he usually wouldn't, pay attention. This isn't coincidence. This isn't casual banter. This is him letting you see the real him, step by step, trust by trust. Because when a man opens up in unexpected ways, he's not just talking, he's inviting you into a world that few get to see. And that invitation, it's his way of saying, I want you, and I want you close enough to know me fully. Here's one of the most underrated signs that a man truly wants you. He wants to see you win. And I'm not talking about casual support or polite congratulations. I'm talking about deep, genuine, and unwavering encouragement. The kind that makes you feel unstoppable, confident, and seen. Think about it. A man who's only interested in himself will often feel threatened by your success. He might downplay your achievements, make you feel guilty for celebrating, or subtly try to pull you back into his comfort zone. But a man who truly desires you, he thrives when you thrive. Your victories excite him. Your growth inspires him. Your light doesn't compete with his, it enhances him. You'll notice this in small ways. Maybe he cheers the loudest when you land a big opportunity at work. Maybe he's the first one to remind you of how far you've come when you start doubting yourself. Maybe he's the one pushing you to take that leap, to audition, start your business, or chase that dream you've been too scared to pursue. This isn't just support, it's respect and admiration wrapped together. Because when a man truly wants you, he's not just looking at what you are, he's imagining what you can be. He's investing not just in the present, but in the potential of your shared future. And here's the thing about desire, it's not just physical, it's emotional, intellectual, and aspirational. A man who sees you rise doesn't just want to be with you in the moment. He wants to celebrate your life, your achievements, and the woman you're becoming. This also shows up in the way he handles competition or challenges in your life. He doesn't minimize your struggles. He doesn't make you feel small when things get tough. Instead, he becomes a partner, brainstorming solutions, offering encouragement, and standing by you without taking control. He wants you to succeed on your own terms, and he delights in seeing you do it. Ladies, let me tell you something crucial. When a man wants you, he will never make you feel guilty for being ambitious. He won't resent your independence or try to slow your momentum. Instead, he will match your energy, celebrate your victories, and even push you to aim higher than you thought possible. That's not just desire, that's admiration that grows into love. And you'll notice the energy difference immediately. With a man who truly wants you, your dreams feel safe, your goals feel exciting, and your aspirations feel supported. He becomes your cheerleader, your strategist, and sometimes even your therapist, all without demanding anything in return. Here's the most seductive part of this sign. His encouragement makes you want to be even better, not for him, but because of him. Because his energy inspires you to step into your full power, to grow, to achieve, and to shine. And nothing is sexier than a man who admires your ambition and celebrates your victories with genuine excitement. So if you ever wonder whether a man truly wants you, watch how he reacts to your wins. Does he celebrate, cheer, and encourage? Or does he shrink, criticize, or remain indifferent? Because a man who truly wants you will never dim your light. He will fan the flames. He will cheer for every step you take. And quietly, irresistibly, he will show you that your success, your growth, your happiness is as important to him as his own. And that, ladies, is the kind of desire that lasts. So now you know the truth. When a man truly wants you, he doesn't just say it, he shows it. He makes time for you, looks at you like you're the only woman in the room, protects you without controlling you, opens up in ways he never has before, and genuinely wants to see you succeed. These aren't small signs. These are the language of desire, quiet, consistent, and undeniable. And once you start noticing them, you'll never be left guessing about a man's intentions again. Ladies, remember this: you deserve someone who doesn't just say the right words, but lives them. Someone who chooses you every day, not because he has to, but because he wants to. And when you recognize those signs, you'll feel empowered, confident, and magnetic, because you'll be able to spot genuine interest from a mile away. Now, I want to hear from you. Comment below, I know my worth, if you're ready to stop guessing and start recognizing real desire. Share your stories. What subtle signs have you noticed that told you a man truly wanted you? I'll be reading every comment. If you found this video valuable, give it a like, save it to watch again, and don't forget to subscribe for more real talk, psychology-backed relationship advice. Hit the bell so you never miss a video that will help you see through mixed signals, boost your confidence, and attract the love you deserve. Because ladies, the right man is already out there. And now you'll know exactly how to spot him.